Welcome to week 4 of our Strong Body, Strong Mind Day 22. Well done, guys, for doing whatever you can or whatever you've done throughout the journey. Today I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I had my wobbly moment yesterday and everything just got too much on my plate, too stressed out, not enough time. But again, as I said yesterday, in those times where everything's getting on top of us all and we feel that we don't have time to set aside for ourselves in a healthy way, it really is the time that we need it most. So I'm very proud of myself for doing it. I can't say I've woken up feeling 100% energetic and full of life and enthusiasm, but I definitely feel significantly better. And I'm actually excited for today and looking forward to starting this. So we're going to start lying on our backs. You can have your knees bent and take the soles of your feet together and then just releasing the hips out. If you wish, you can place 2 pillows under your knees just to help the hips relax a little more. And you can take your hands by your side onto your thighs, or maybe having a hand on your tummy and a hand on your rib cage. And we're going to close our eyes here. Maybe even just soften your gaze to bring your attention inside to your breath. Breathing the air in through your abdomen, through your ribcage, to the top of your collarbones. Breathe out, release. Exhale. Breathing so deeply into your abdomen, it's as though you can feel the air pushing into your hips. And as you breathe out, release, feel everything relax down. Breathe in to the top of your collarbones. Hold the breath here. Open your mouth side out. Release. And a normal breath in. And a normal breath out. Maybe stretching and reaching your arms up over your head. Bring both knees together. Take the arms down by your side. And then lift the chest, lift the shoulders, lift the arms. And then we're going to pulse and crunch. Drawing in through the center. Breathing out, crunching up. Raise your right leg to a tabletop position, straight line from the hip to the knee. And then release the right down, and then you're going to take the left leg up. And then release that foot down, release the head, neck and shoulders. Raise your right leg, raise your left leg. Take the heels together. And then again, come to your crunch position here. Folding the body inwards. Working those abdominals, keeping the legs nice and straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, bend the knees. Hug them in towards your chest. Give the legs a little roll around. Place the feet down. Tuck the hands just a little under the hips. And then reach the legs back up. From here, you're going to lower the leg as much as you can control at that back. If the back starts to dome away, keep the legs quite high, lowering down and then drawing back up. Nice and slow and controlled, releasing the legs down and then drawing them in towards the center. 10, 9, 8. You can do it, guys. 7, 6. You can keep them low as well. Sorry, high as well. Or low. Last one. And then bend the knees into your chest. You can give them a little roll around here. Place the feet down. Reach the arms up over your head. And then take them by your side. You're going to tuck the chin under. And then roll the body up, coming from the lower back to the mid to the upper back. Reach the arms up, cross the leg. And then fold forwards, rock onto your knees. And then come to the all four position. Shoulders above your wrists, hips above the knees. Breathe in, allow everything to release. Take your gaze forwards, chest down towards the mat. And then breathe out, tuck everything up and under. Tuck the toes under, breathe in, allow everything to release. And then breathe out. Lift everything up and back to your downward facing dog. Fingertips nice and spread apart here. Hip width distance apart, the feet and the weight into the base of the fingers to protect the wrists. Making any adjustments here you might need. And then stepping the feet up to the front of the mat. And just allow the body to hang down this. Roll the shoulders, shake the head. Ripple and roll the body. You can have the feet together or a little further apart if it suits your hips and your back better. Take the weight into the back of the heels, bend the knees, scoop the tailbone up and under as if you're in a little mini seat. Take the weight onto the left leg, cross the right leg behind the left, arms come down by the side, reach the abdomen away from the thigh, and stretch your body nice and long here. And then you're going to come up to your tree pose, taking the foot either onto the calf, maybe up onto the thigh. Push that heel, that knee back. Push the heel into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. Maybe reaching the arms up overhead. Take the palms together into the center of your chest. And then reach and step the right leg out. Maybe taking the left hand down to the mat and twisting. And reaching up. And then stepping the right foot down. Leg length distance, bend the knees, come to your warrior two. Breathe in. And breathe out, release. Lengthen that front leg, that left leg, still looking over the left fingers. Reach the arm as far in front of you as you can. When you cannot reach any further, allow the hand to come maybe down onto the mat or wherever is comfortable. If you feel that you're compressing in here, you want to lift the waist away from the thigh, stretch your ribs nice and long, create that length. And then you're going to open and reach the arm up. Straight line from the fingers down to the shoulder. And then push into that back foot. You're going to come to your warrior two. Lengthen that leg again. You're going to turn the left toes. So you're now facing the side of your mat. The toes are going to be angled inwards. Breathe in, reach the arms up, take the hands onto your hips, and then you're going to fold the body forward, hinging at the hips. And take the hands, if you imagine a nice line coming from the arches of the feet together. And gently bend the elbows. Maybe with your peace fingers, grabbing around the big toe. And pointing the elbows out to the side. And stretching your body down. Aiming to get the head down towards the mat, but it does not need to come here. And then coming up, you're going to take the weight over to the right side. Bend that right knee and turn and swivel on that left heel to take the toes up towards the sky. And you want to just check in with this right knee, make sure it's tracking the toes and not falling in. And then take the weight over back to the center. This time you're going to bend that left knee and swivel that right heel so that the toes are rolling up here. Coming back to the center, and then you're going to swivel and roll. This time maybe taking the hands together into a prayer position to the center of the chest, or you can keep the hands down. And then coming back to the other side, swiveling onto that heel. And then again, maybe taking the hands together into your prayer position. Hands coming down. Coming back to the center. And then roll the body up. Turn the left toes to face the front and then angle that right foot so you're back in your warrior two. Take the hands down either side of the left foot. Rock with the right leg to reach that right leg up. Crossing it behind the left. Bend at the knees, lift the abdomen away from the thighs, stretch the body nice and long, and then reach that right leg out behind. Step the feet together, come into your little chair pose. And then you're going to soften and fold. Straighten the legs, take the arms behind, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Come for your forward fold. Release the fingers down. Bend the knees, skip the tailbone up and under, and come to your little chair pose. Take the weight onto the right foot. You're going to cross the left leg behind the right. Lower the waist down, stretch the arms out, draw the abdomen away from the thighs, stretch your body nice and long. Take the weight onto the right leg. And then reach and lengthen that left leg out behind. And then gently come up with the body, coming to your tree pose, either the left foot onto the calf or above the knee onto the thigh, pushing that left leg back. Reach the arms up over your head. Or keep them to the center of your chest. Go. If you wobble, always get right back up. Take the hands together to your chest. And then you're going to release that left leg. Lengthen the leg out. Maybe taking that right hand down and twisting and reaching up to the left. And then stepping the left leg back, a leg length distance. Bend that front leg. Come to your warrior two. And then lengthen that front leg, that right leg. You're going to look over the right fingers and stretch and reach that right arm as far in front of you as you can. And then when you can't reach any further, allow the hand to go wherever it wants to go. Again, if you're compressing down here, you want to lift the waist and stretch the rib cage nice and long. And just check that this left hip is back. Open up that chest and reach the arm up over your head. Push into the back foot. Come to your warrior two. And then lengthen that leg. You're going to turn the right toes to the side. So you're now at the side of the mat. I'm going to turn around just so your view is a little pleasant. Again, hands onto the waist, breathe in. And then breathe out. You're going to fold the body down. Hinge at the hips. And then again, if you imagine a line from the arch of the feet to the arch of the feet, take the hands down, bend the elbows. And then maybe reaching around for the ankles, or again the toe if you prefer. Taking the elbows out to the side as you breathe out, fold the body down. And then releasing. Take the hands down into the mat. You're going to take the hips and the feet a little closer together. Tuck your tailbone under. And then just rolling the hips out. And tucking the tailbone under. Opening those knees out as much as you need here. And then maybe taking the palms together. Push down into the feet so you're not collapsing into the hip. And then gently you're going to come up. Take the legs just a little wider. You're going to bend the right knee and then swivel that left heel so that the left toes point up to the ceiling. Come back to the center. And then you're going to bend the left knee and then swivel the right toes up. Back to the center and then over with that left foot pointing up back to the center and into the right. Reaching the arms up. And then you're going to fold the body down. Walk the hands over to that right foot, turn the right toes to face the front, slide the left foot, and then rocking onto that right leg, reach the left leg up. Cross the leg behind, bend the knees, take the arms out behind, reach the abdomen away from the thighs, stretch the body nice and long, step the feet together, and then come to your little chair pose. And then you're going to fold the body down, lengthen the legs, take the arms out behind, interlace the fingers, roll that chest open. Coming for a forward fold. And then release the hands down. Come to your halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen the spine. Step your right leg back. Pull the chest forwards, followed by the left to your plank. Either come down through knees, chest, chin, or bend at the elbows. Come down through your chaturanga to your back bend. And then lift it all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out, release. Reach the right leg up, step it through to the front of the mat. Pull the chest forwards, followed by the left. Come to your halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, soften and fold. Releasing to that halfway lift. Roll the body up. Reach the arms up over your head. Breathe in, gently lean the body back. And then breathe out, dive the body down, hinge at the hips. Take the hands down to the feet. Come to your halfway lift. Step the left leg back. Pull the chest forward to your lunge. Slide the right to your plank. Either knees, chest, chin, or coming down through your chaturanga to your back bend. And then lifting all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Reach the left leg up. Take the leg through to the center, to the front of the mat. Pull your chest forwards. Followed by the right foot. Come to your halfway lift. And then soften and fold. Releasing from the stretch, you're going to gently roll the body up. Reach the arms up over your hip. And then fold the body down. Hands to the mat, bend your knees as much as you need. Step the feet back. Come to your down dog. And then drop down to the knees. And send the hips back to the heels. Stretch the body long. And then come forwards to the all four position. Lower the forearms down onto the mat. And then take the hands to the elbows. So you've got a shoulder width distance apart. Take the hands out in front. You're going to interlace the fingers and make a little crease for your head to come down into the hands. Tuck the toes under. And then first of all, you're just going to push the weight to the elbows to lift the head. Maybe this is where you stay. If you can do that, so you're not moving the head, you're moving the shoulder blades. You're going to tuck the toes to lift up into like an almost down dog position, pulling the body back. And then rippling, rolling forwards. Aiming to get the chest coming forward with the chin. So you don't have to touch the mat. You can just come a little bit forward and back. As far as you can control, pushing the weight into the forearms to really engage the muscles. Two more. Last one. And allow the knees to come down. Send the hips to the heels, stretch the body nice and long. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the air pushing into your lower back, moving up through your body, through your ribcage to the top of your chest. Breathe out, release, exhale. And then come forwards to the all four position. Tuck your toes underneath here. And you're going to come to like a little crouch position. Take the hands down onto the mat. Lengthen the fingers. If you imagine like that down dog position. Shoulders over the wrists, pushing down into the base of the fingers. You're going to make a little micro bend with the elbows by taking your weight forwards. And then as if you imagine like you're lifting your hips up and nothing else. So practice, take the weight forward, rocking forwards, slight bend to the elbows, lift the hips up, keep the weight forwards. And you want to draw the abdomen in towards the spine here, so you're activating the core muscles here. And then lift up, place down, weight forwards. Maybe lift the right foot and come back down. And then you can play with rocking backwards and forwards. Confidence is, you don't look down, you have to look ahead. Maybe just rocking onto the toes. Maybe lifting the left leg. Maybe lifting both. And playing around with that. It's so funny how quickly you lose it, but how quickly it comes back. Because this pose for me was one I worked on for a while. Confidence was the biggest thing, but also the base. Creating the base is more important than the lift if you get it right. It's not always about strength here, but just about the positioning. Fingertips spread apart. Create that base. Push the weight into the fingers, shoulders over your wrist, and just practice taking the weight forwards here. Slight micro bend to the elbows, so it's like a little ledge. You run your toes like a little crow, hence the name of the pose. Bend the elbows, the weight is forwards. Lift the hips up, draw the tummy in towards the spine, place the knees down, take the weight forwards. Lifting, rocking, and coming up. So that is the first time I've done that in months. Although it was just a little lift for me today, that really means the world to me. And I know in time when my body is right, when my neck and shoulders aren't quite as sore, then this will improve. And it's always a reminder, like obviously the ego always wants to perfect the pose and get into the posture, but the most benefit of yoga comes from just taking your body into that vulnerable place and trying. And the thing about yoga is you can never master it, because something comes along like with me, and then you're back to the basics. But that's where the magic happens. Everyone thinks it's in achieving the end posture, but it's about getting your body strong and working on the foundations. And once the foundations are there, then the rest will happen, if that is where you're building towards. But for anyone who thinks that this is not a pose they want to do in yoga, just because you do not incorporate these moves into your practice does not mean that you are any less of a yogi. And we all have our own journeys and things to do. So if you finish playing around with that, you're just going to come down onto your knees and send the hips to the heels and stretch the arms out, breathing in and breathing out, releasing. Inhaling and exhale, release. Come forward to the all four position. And then you're going to come to a comfortable cross-legged position to the mat. Lengthen your spine, close your eyes, soften your gaze. Full breath in and full breath out. Release. Palms to the center of your chest. Connecting with your breath. And taking a moment to dedicate this time to yourself and to your practice today. And take a bow down to yourself.